when one woman helps another, amazing things can happen. Professional careers leap forward. That's what Women in Technology is all about. But then, what's the current status of women in tech? Well, our next guest can help us out with that. Refilwe Ledwaba is a commercial pilot who is part of the United States Department TechWomen program. Refilwe, a very good morning to you. Thank you very much for joining us all the way from the United States. So, I guess TechWomen aims to empower, connect, and support the next generation of women leaders in science, technology, engineering, and math. The big question is, how?
Good evening. It's not quite good morning here in the US, so it's early hours of the morning. And thank you for having me here. I'm at the US on the initiative of the US State Department, where I'm attending a TechWomen program. And the program basically just brings 106 leaders from the STEM field from 21 countries in Africa, Central Asia, and the Middle East to the US. And they participate in a sort of a mentorship program, an exchange program, where we get partnered with mentors and we get to work in some of the big tech companies in the US.
So no doubt women are making strides in traditionally male-dominated industries, but from your experience, are they adequately represented in the STEM fields?
No, not necessarily, not at this stage. We are not adequately represented, but if I look, for example, in the aviation and aerospace industry, and I look at the participation of women in that field, only less than 5% of airline pilots are female. About 4% of aircraft maintenance engineers are female. And I mean, if we start looking at computer science graduates, the percentage is even lower. So they're not equally represented. The TechWomen that is trying change that, and many other initiatives both in the US and in South Africa that are ensuring that particular or those particular percentage change.
Refilwe, I want to talk about some of the barriers that are preventing women and girls from reaching their full potential in the tech industry. And you spoke about space, aerospace, and just recently, a day or two ago, we hear about this all-female spacewalk, which is a great achievement, on an international field. But one of the interesting things that I heard about this is that this mission was supposed to be taking place at the beginning of the year. And reportedly, one of the reasons why it didn't happen was that they didn't have any medium-sized spacesuits. I mean, it just talks to you about some of the challenges that women have to go through in order to achieve.
Obviously it is quite an achievement, and everyone is celebrating that has finally happened. And it was supposed to happen last year, but I mean, the issue of uniform is not a new issue. Female pilots, for example, one of my major challenges when I started flying more than 18 years ago, they didn't quite have a uniform that fit me. So I had to literally wear a male uniform. But obviously, I mean, there were other circumstances with the NASA situation where obviously to manufacture spacesuits, it takes much longer than this. But they didn't plan for it, but I'm happy that it has happened. But that's one of the, the barriers, the issue with uniform. But obviously there are other barriers. For example, role models. I mean, what happened yesterday with those women going to space? I mean, as a girl, looking at that, you get really motivated and inspired. So we still don't have enough role models, or they are not really visible, and we need to make sure that we become visible for the next generation. Because I believe that girls will become what they see. If they see a woman flying an aeroplane, then they can start dreaming about flying an aeroplane. Or women going to space, they can start dreaming about going to space. So those are some of the challenges, but obviously access as well is a big thing. When I look at the aerospace industry and I look at a young girl that comes from a rural area wanting to become a pilot and the cost that is involved, information that is out there, already it is a barrier. They cannot afford to actually train to, to become pilots or
Yeah.
engineers. Or so there is a whole lot of data, and finance is one of them. Lack of information is one of them. Lack of mentorship is one of them.
Right.
But what happened yesterday with the space talk really is a step in the right direction.
Yeah. Look, my understanding is that TechWomen brings emerging women leaders in science, technology, engineering, and maths from Africa, Central and South Asia, and the Middle East together. Are you picking up that the challenges we face here in South Africa cuts across the continent?
Yes, and I think that was actually very fascinating to discover that the challenges that we face here, but not only in the continent, but with women as well in the US. So they go across the board, which is quite interesting because sometimes we assume that these challenges are only specific to South Africa. And interestingly enough, in some instances, South Africa is even better than some of the emerging countries, or even better in statistics than some of the statistics in the US. And again, if I come back to the aerospace industry or the aviation industry, with the global percentage being less than 5% of female pilots, and South Africa is actually sitting on 2 digits on that, we're sitting at 13-14%. So there are good stories that are coming from, South Africa. We're good at certain things, but obviously there's still a lot to do, a lot to go. And I think part of this program as well is to share ideas among the emerging leaders, to share ideas with our mentors on how we can, change the situation, because it's not unique to each country. All of us are taking the same program.
Indeed, sharing is caring. Thank you very much indeed. Refilwe Ledwaba is a commercial pilot who is part of the US State Department TechWomen program, coming to us live from the United States. Thank you very much indeed.